Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about how to make a better essay. Okay, so if you did the work that you were supposed to do earlier this week, you should have finished up your outline completely, which most of you did. Good job on that. You needed to make sure that you had all of your transition sentences, all of your preparation sentences, your conclusion. If you were missing those, for most of you, I put a comment somewhere on Google Classroom. And then what you needed to do on Tuesday was to start taking everything from your outline and putting it onto your final draft. There's already a final draft document on Google Classroom. And now you just need to start doing that. So today we're going to talk about how to make it better, clearer, and stronger, how to do a works cited page, and then you're going to work on your checklist, okay, which is on the same assignment as your final draft. Okay, so you're going to be looking at what can you replace, what can you add, what can you delete, and what can you rearrange. And we looked at this when we were doing one of your other essays. I don't remember which one. But remember that the point is that you're making your essay better, you're making it clearer, and you're making it stronger. Okay. So you want to look at like what could you replace, right? So looking at this sentence, thinking about the words that are highlighted in red, as I ran to the finish line, my heart was beating. And so you can think about, okay, what other words could you use for that? And then there's some examples here. You can talk about this in your table group as you go over the slides. But you could see as I sprinted to the finish line, my heart was pounding in my chest. And that paints a much clearer picture than just I ran and my heart was beating. Now, even though you're not writing something that is a story, you still want to use words that talk about the impact on your reader. Because the point of writing this research paper is to give people a clear perspective of your problem, to be able to tell them, why is this a problem? Why is this something people should care about? What are possible solutions? Why should we care about certain solutions? And then also, like, what are things that we can help with? And so really being specific with your words is going to be helpful. And so kind of thinking about how did it work? So you can look up the word thesaurus, you can look up your words in a thesaurus. You just want to make sure you actually know the word. Forgot to take that off. Ignore the last lines on there. You can also add things, right? So shadows made the night scary. So what are things that you can add to here? What kind of shadows, what kind of night, and how scary, right? And so ominous shadows made the dark night seem really scary. And so these are some things that you can do. You can brainstorm a little bit more. You could say ominous shadows made the dark night seem even more sinister. So you're taking out scary and adding something even more different. And then you also can delete things. Okay, so if this example is about Disneyland at night and it's about the colorful fireworks show, what are things that don't belong there, right? And so that's the thing about people eating popcorn, and then also the cool breeze. So those are interesting-ish descriptors, but they have nothing to do with the lights that have to do with the fireworks show, right? And so you could take those out. So thinking about what can you delete? Sometimes you want to just add a bunch of stuff in, especially if you're trying to hit a page limit. But I would rather that your paper was like almost 5 pages and really strong than be like 5.5 pages and have a bunch of stuff in there that you just added just to add more pages to it. Excuse me. So this is what it looks like when it's all together. And then you can move things around in your paragraphs, right? So here's an example. I played Mario Kart for an hour. I felt like a zombie. I was stinking tired. I'd been running around all morning. I collapsed on the couch. Okay. So thinking about how did that make more sense? Like, which of these things probably happened first, right? First, you're saying like the beginning of your sentence, like what's happening. I was tired. I've been running around all morning. So I collapsed on the couch. Then I played Mario Kart, and then I felt like a zombie. So think about how you can change things. So this video, I'm not going to show you now, but it shows you how to do an in-text citation on Google Classroom, which is actually really helpful. And so as you're going, you can create a citation, and it will not only properly cite it in the text for you, like in the middle of your essay, but then when you get to the end, it you just like click a button and it throws your whole works cited on the bottom page. So it's really good. If you don't know how to format something, you need to Google it. Okay, MLA changes all the time. And while I remember the basics of it, I don't have it memorized. And so asking me isn't helpful. Google it. How do I do an MLA citation for whatever your circumstance is? So that's what you're going to be working on as well. No, I don't want to watch that. Okay, and then you're going to do the checklist. You should give yourself at least 45 minutes to complete this. It's going to take a good amount of time. Okay. It's really detailed. It's going to require you to read your paper over multiple times. My students who worked on this last year and who did the work site, did the checklist, it really, really helped them to write a strong essay. Okay. It has you looking for specific stuff. If there are certain things that you're like, it wants me to look for this and I don't know what that is, you can Google it or you can move on to the next item. But you want to be looking for and fixing as many items as you can. Okay, so you really want to take the time to be going over your checklist really carefully. And then that's it, because at the end of the day, Friday at midnight, you need to turn in your final draft of your essay. Okay. I know the internet was out today, I think, but it should be fixed. It was the internet in the whole district, and they fixed that, I believe. So you should have internet tomorrow to be able, I guess it's today for you. Thursday, Friday, you should have internet access to be able to finish this. Okay. If you have questions, you can send me an email or send me a message on Remind. But all the stuff that you have to do your paper, you have at your fingertips and on Google Classroom. So please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.